revolt. And I have said why I say revolt against two and the reasons. This is Martyr St. Castellano. I'm combining the 4 programs into this video. So you have to be at least 21. And this is for the American main audience, called a court of last resort. And the main people, get them to revolt against the revolting quagmire that the Hooverists has forced the U.S. into. The Hooverists are revolting against the laws of God and man, the Constitution, Bill of Rights, Civil Rights. Now, the 4 programs are, of course, my main Martyr St. Castellano of Universal Pure Christians, and then the preacher preaching from the bloody pulpit, bluntly, that expression, and that's who's going to be speaking now. The disgusting, corrupt, boring, criminally insane Hooverists and their weird gyrations that they do something and say, we're doing something and this is what it means. Yeah, and they write down, yeah, this is what it is. And they play with them themselves. They're being sort of trying to be perfected masturbationists of Hooverism. Disgusting, immoral that they have a museum for that pedophiliac. That's the situation. Known nationally, really, but they have control, and they figure with this control, that's what we're going to do. You can't take up arms because they say it's illegal. So you have to raise your voice from the bloody pulpit and say what should occur is like the French Revolution, where this clique, this Hooveristic clique, are taken out of the way. They're there by force. They're there by assassinations, by murder, by cover-ups, by robbery. And Lincoln said if that group takes a hold of the U.S., you have the right to get up arms and get your government back. But they have said, no, you can't take up arms, so you have to raise your voice. You have to say how you're going to do it. You get it through the ballot box. Especially when you get about half the people of the United States don't even vote. About half of them. If you can get that half to vote for one good candidate, they could win any election, regardless of who they put up. Because now there's no difference between the two. You're hoping it's the lesser of the two evils, is what they're saying. They're disgusting, immoral, waste of time Hoovers. Well, that's what they are, is phony, following, faggot CSs. And now I bring over to the expose editor. Well, I think the preacher has said it plain enough. But this man, looking over the facts, the reality, says that they are so disgusting, so bad, so boring, so sinful. But the preacher didn't bring in about sin because they don't want to say they're judging like God, but you have to say they're sinful, definitely criminals, definitely have control illegally, and they are a corrupt clique that needs to be taken out by taking over the government by force. And you have to replace with somebody that do for the people. The best man I know of is really Martyr St. Castellano. Really. Now, what can I say? You avoid them. But they run by and say, by them running by, you're connected because you're taking part of what they're doing. They fantasize. They are playing with themselves. They're masturbation hoovers. What a disgrace to have that name on that a federal building that belongs to the people and a museum where they entice young boys to look up to that pedophiliac. Isn't that disgusting? Wow. He mentioned something that some people have been thinking about. Maybe the only way you can get this U.S. straightened out is like a French-type revolution, where they just get rid of the corrupt, illegal clique, the Hoovers. Of course, the way to do it is through the ballot box. And maybe the only way you can do it. It's the best way. It's the legal way. People rise up and revolt against that revolting quagmire mess they have us in, and vote in a man that will do what for this country and bring it back to where it was, like a democracy. And there's this book, Experiment in Democracy, about the U.S. The experiment has gotten out of control. It's gone haywire. They have to get somebody there that let us get our government back. Now, this is the expose editor, and that's what the facts are. And now, as Martyr St. Castellano has indicated, 009. Troops in the field, yeah, they will kind of croon a song, keeping cadence and so forth. That's good. It keeps up the spirits and the morale. We have a court decision that is correct. We are celebrating and always will celebrate. We will always say upward and forward, upward and forward. All you beautiful girls out there are beautiful because by nature all girls are beautiful. Absolutely. And practice safety. And what's good? Well, uh, there are a lot of good peppy songs. The one I like the best and try to play if I can is where you have Fred Astaire and Eleanor Powell dancing to Begin to Begin. It's peppy in the rendition, I think, by one of the bands, and the best girl dancer, male dancer, just terrific. So rather than me try to croon a tune, not being prepared, I suggest you pick one you like. Maybe it's Pinza from Sunshine and Evening South Pacific, or listen to that, or watch that video of Eleanor Powell and Fred Astaire dancing to Begin to Begin. There are some great videos that you can see. Andre Bocelli is now one of the top tenors. Then today is really now already Dominica. In English we say Sunday, but in most countries say it's God's Day, Dominica. And like Andre Bocelli singing a song that goes with church services, if that's what you would like to hear. Whatever you would like to hear, well, reference it and play it. There's Dean Martin. Dean Martin Rose were really humorous and entertaining. So for all you beautiful girls out there, you practice practice safety, and of course, savings, and have fun.